Hi there and welcome back to a raw uncut modeling session. So what I want to do here is this. I haven't made up a plan on how I'm going to do it, but follow me along and maybe you get to learn something. So what I'll first do, get in the mesh. I have some curves already in here and I want to adjust these. So this is the so-called chrome finisher here. Let me just come up with a plan. Adjust these lines and start building, and I'll get that volume in similar to the picture that you can find on Edgar Show. So this is kind of working what we've got in there. So I'll be building on that. Got no clue at the moment how I'm going to do it, but yeah, just follow me along. So I dropped in some sections. I'm going to use that. I choose to deviate here because I like that, how it's working. This is getting close there as well, so yeah, let's see. Let's bring in this piece of chrome here. That's the one. And I'll bring in the one at the top as well. So that's what I'm after. We've got that in there as a rough big volume. This is still going to be roughed in because once I have this defined, I will work in the sections or something similar to the sections that we've got in the scan. So follow me along. So side projection on that. That's the basic volume that I'm going to be running up here. I'll fit curve this. I'll make sure the history is still turned on, because then if I ever adjust that projection line, I can actually build off of it. So I'll monorail this curve and surface here and that fit curve. That will give us a bit there. Then I'll drop here between the two the skin just to see what this will be doing. From this picture here, we know that that is a constant profile. That will be as well because it's running on that class. So let's see what we can manage to get in there. What we can do here is just give it a bit of extra scale. Let's see what this does on the side view. Looks okay-ish. This has to continue that way. Let's see this. Let's untrim this surface here. Let's find those curves. Okay, so I was doing that inner curve as an offset. Thank God for that, because we've got now some history there working for us. And I can extend that there, which is looking decent. You see, this is what we're trying to build here. We will be building this way up. That will be the piece of chrome here. Sorry for being so dry today. I'm not in the best mood, but I'll try my best here. So it has to be here somewhere. Let's drop in a line as a reference there. I'll move this back here. That's roughly it. Okay, we can hide away the mesh. Now we can offset this properly till it's hitting that point there. So this was possible because I've kept my history on most of the things, and it's easy for me now to adjust everything and complete these bits. You'll see me extending this. Perfect. They're matching up there. Don't worry about the quality of that skin. We'll be rebuilding it anyway. What we do know is that we have here blend, and this is going all down there to 0. So we've got a difference in height between the pillar and that, which is given us here by this bit here, that there. So I'll fit curve this here. I'll extend that back to that point there. Turn this curve into a degree 3 curve. What I'll do, take that last CV and place it on that line there. The next one will move out in the Y direction, and we will fine tune this until we get a nice curve. There we go. That's more or less what I'm looking for. Okay. Don't need this here, but we will be doing is I'll try a monorail of this current surface here along that there. And now I will be rotating it so it hits that there. So we got that aligned there. That's already helping out a lot. That surface I don't need it anymore because I will be running this as a skin to bridge this difference here between the fit curve and that. And we might end up adjusting this angle here bit for bit. Yeah, that's what we need to do. So we have that in there. Now I'm going to hide away the projection curves. Fit curve this one here. Extend it. What first offset it. So it resembles this here. And let's do just a dynamic measurement because I'm eyeballing it here today. Got 5.2 in the side view. Let's go minus 5.5. That does it. I'll extend it till it hits that line, till it hits that line there. Now I'll move its pivot down there, and I'll bring it on. Bring this curve onto this line here. And then I'll non-proportional scale it in the y direction till it hits that line there. That's it. And then now with the stretch tool, I'll bring this in here. Okay. Now I'll extend this down to that line, stretch this one here, and I'll extend this one. No, actually, I will build a surface here between these lines. This will allow me to extend this line back. This rail here, the monorail. Extend it back to this point here. Turn up the degree here to 5. And now what I'll do, I'll align this surface, projecting it in a side view onto this surface here. And I'll hit blending in here, 2 CV rows, so it finally adjusts it to that. Hit a skin in there. Trim this back. So we've got all that in there. Let's check out the picture. There's one volume there. It's a nice connected area. That is one piece. You see, it's from here to here, it becomes bigger. That's something we can work with. See, that shadow is increasing. So that surface is diving in, and this one is continuing along that. So if we do that, we will be fine. But the reference is that it starts at that shut line there. So let's go back into our model. Let's see that shut line, where we can find that. And we'll find that in our mesh surface, mesh data. We can drop in a line from here to here. We can hide away that mesh. Bring this in. Do that. And we will be done soon. So we've got that line there. I'm going to take the easy road here. We'll just trim convert that last bit that I've got there into a new surface. Project onto that surface this line here. And now trim convert that little bit again. It's just a lot easier this way. And now what I want to do is align this little surface to this big one here. But I'll keep edge turned on, partial, and I'll take away one line there, so we keep the tangency there. And I'll add one more CV there. So that gets trimmed back. That's okay. It's okay-ish. Remember, we will be adjusting all of that once we are done with the main volume, and then we start adding the little sections that we have here in detail. This is to finish off the model basically in this area. Okay. Now let's add here that little finisher there. I'll do a monorail of so on this surface here, I'm gonna project the same line that we had projected on the upper surface. And what I'll do, I'll run a monorail of that curved surface on this new little surface here. And I'll trim this back. And that's done. So we've got our first rough volume. I'll put these curves on their proper layer. This one goes onto the projection curve layer. Let's trim this back. And let's assign the correct shader here. So these surfaces get hidden away. Now we're getting a more complete picture here. This gets trimmed back, this one as well. And one of the next jobs to be done is actually getting this all blended in, and the rear lights and so on and so forth. So this was a quick one, but a dry one. I'll try my best the next time. And yeah, let's have fun with this. That does it. That's that little volume closed up there. Something that's been waiting to be done since quite a while now. And I do enjoy seeing this in a better stage. And I'll keep on going and finishing these details up in the next few videos. So tune in for more, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you in my next ones. Have fun, guys.